Tom Smith, de oude vriend van Andy Burrows. Smokers outside the hospital doors. Yeah, and I've been bragging about it all evening that you're here, Andy.
I'm here.
You're here with the band, and listeners very happy. Also, a text message from Johan. He said it was so good what you played, the last song Barcelona, that I forgot to send a message.
Oh,
yeah, everybody was really enthusiastic. But I was wondering, Andy, because I felt a little bit of tension. Were you nervous to do this for the first?
What you mean before when we were warming up, or when we were playing?
Exactly. Yeah.
I think that was just because I was in a bad mood about something, like the levels or the level of reverb. That stresses anybody out.
Yeah, of course.
It's not for you or the listeners to ever worry about.
No. And it got fixed because it sounded perfect.
And because you have great people working here.
Yeah, shout out to Rafael. Rafael is Rafi.
Big shout out, yes.
Rafi, we love you. Ja, hij is echt de beste geluidsman die je maar kan hebben. Yeah, he is. Oh no, because I thought you were maybe a bit nervous because it's been 4 months since you were playing, and tomorrow in de Melkweg.
Yes. No, I'm really excited. I'm not nervous. I mean, it's so nice to be back in the Netherlands. It's lovely to be back in Amsterdam tomorrow for the show, and it's great. I've had such an amazing time here over the last 8 years.
Why? Because it's this very flat, wet, grey country at the moment.
No, I think it's the most beautiful country with lovely people, and all the shows that I've played here have been amazing. The crowds have been great, and every time I've come and seen anybody on the radio, it's been. I love it here. I mean, you're asking the wrong person if you want to talk about miserable, flat, cold.
Yeah, okay.
I love it.
Okay,
yeah.
Well,
I'm like an ambassador for the Netherlands.
We could use some, so we talk about that,
sure.
after the show.
It can be like a second job.
Yeah, exactly. I would really like to talk about your new album, Reasons to Stay Alive. It's on its way, 1st of February. It's a special collaboration with best-selling author Matt Haig.
Yes.
But maybe not everybody in the Netherlands is familiar with his work. Can you elaborate a little bit on that and about the project?
Yeah, I mean, Matt has a couple of books that are really big in the UK and I think elsewhere, but I don't really know where. Obviously, I don't work for his publishing company, but I mean, this book, Reasons to Stay Alive, was a really, really big hit in the UK, and it's kind of a book that addresses mental health issues. And he was when he was in his 20s, he was living in Ibiza, and he was very depressed, and he was suicidal, and it got to a very dark place for him. And he sort of turned his life around over the years that followed, and and now he's written this book that kind of talks about that whole experience, but also offers up a whole ray of hope for people who perhaps are going through the same thing. And it's been a real hit. And we just started writing these songs together, and it just so happens to be called Reasons to Stay Alive also. But it's amazing to write an album with somebody writing the words, because the words is the hardest bit.
Yeah, it is for you?
Yeah, any songwriter will tell you writing words sucks. It takes it out of you. And having all of these lovely pages of lyrics by Matt Haig was properly wonderful.
But it's very heavy, dark subject. Does it resonate with you?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think to a degree. I mean, I haven't myself been through sort of like a suicidal level of depression, but I think all of us can relate to that issue of mental health, whether it be through anxiety or depression or whatever. It manifests itself in so many different levels. But I think, yeah, absolutely, I could relate to it. And but the album isn't like a self-help album. The album isn't that dark. The album is sort of multicolored. It's got bits of. It's got a lot of hope in there too. There's a lot because Barcelona is also exactly.
very.
It's kind of a. I mean, he wrote that song. He wrote the lyrics of that song from the sort of bowels of a panic attack, but it is a song about a memory about two people having a great time on holiday, and that's something we can all relate to at some point in our life. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's not all darkness.
No. Michel, one of our listeners, he asked if you're going to play tomorrow, well, the new album.
Yes.
The whole new album, everything.
No, we're going to play, we're going to play songs off the record, quite a lot of songs off Reasons to Stay Alive, but it's funny because now I'm like 39, I'm going to be 40 this year, and I'm on my 4th or 5th solo album. Not that everybody knows that, but I am. And so we're going to play songs from the last 8 years, kind of a greatest hits and misses.
Greatest hits and misses?
Hits and misses.
And will you announce... Like for every song, so you probably don't know this song because it was
a miss.
This was a miss.
It'll be largely misses, and there'll be two hits. But hey,
yeah. Are you looking forward, by the way, to turning 40?
Yes, I am. Because absolutely. Because I want to get a shed.
A shed?
A shed in the garden.
Oh, really? And then develop a new hobby or something.
Yeah, just sitting there, being miserable, read a book. Just don't talk to anyone, maybe have a beer. It's good. When you get to 40, you're allowed to do that kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, you're allowed when you're 39.
Miserable old git in a shed.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that.
But Andy Burrows is in a very good place in his life, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's the best.